All right, Moses joining the desk. First look at sports, and of course, after 3 days of burning and turning, it all came down to 3 drivers on day 4.
Yeah, Lane Bremner, Jamie Labicane, Ray Mitswing. Can't get any better than that. Of course, all 3 vying for that brand new trailer worth $25,000 in the Pro Series Championship. Now let's head down to that 12th and final heat of the night. Labicane off the 1 barrel, grabbing the inside rail as they enter the first turn. Now Bremner a horse length behind Labicane as they head down the backstretch. Now they're coming down the final turn, all 3 kick it into 4th gear. What a race. Labicane ekes out the win, or squeaks out the win. He had about a horse length lead. 107.7. Bremner right behind at 107.41, and Ray Mitswing in third with a 107.61. Now, Jamie Labicane is your 2014 Prairie Racing champ, winning the brand new trailer.
This is awesome. This is my 3rd trip at this dash. Finally drew the 1 barrel, and I was luckily I had the horsepower to pull it off, and the boys worked nice and ran hard for me. And the outriders, Sandy McKenzie rode for me here, and Logan Pethick's been riding for me all year, and they did their job too. And everybody back in the barn, we worked really hard keeping these horses sound, fresh, feeling good.
Now, it was an exciting game at Legion Ball Diamond, 10-10 heading into the 9th, but the game was called off due to darkness, meaning they'll have to replay the game once again tonight.
Baseball's really grown, and the fact that we have to have an incident like this to not be able to have the lights to finish out a hell of a game like this is definitely frustrating.
Which begs the question, why don't they have lights and the only baseball facility where there are softball diamonds, and they do? On tonight's Gloves Are Off, Greg Buchanan talks about the lights being the city's responsibility.
It's the onus of the city. I don't really think that user groups that use a facility, they must have to pay something to use the facility at Legion Ballpark. They shouldn't have to pay for upgrades.
So we then asked officials with the city what they have to say about the situation.
The community service department provides the basic needs of the ballpark. So then the extras, like the lights, that we have lights at a number of facilities like the tennis courts, the speed skating oval, and the user groups, typically it's an added feature, and the user groups typically drive those and help us fund those type of extra projects.
Well, hoping to avoid another canceled game, note the start for this one, 6 o'clock, Legion Ballpark. The Brewers and Twins replay Game 3. Winner advances to the NSRBL Final, where they would face either the Border City Blue Jays or the Unity Cardinals. The Jays look to wrap up the series tonight with a win. However, Unity has not lost at home this entire season. Now, 4 days of exciting softball wrapped up yesterday with the Under-14 Western Canadian Championship Finals. And we'll start with the girls' side. The Red Deer Rage up 5-0 in the bottom of the 5th. Mackenzie Clark, the hero for Red Deer, her triple scores a pair of runs to Mercy Carnarvon from Oak Bay, BC, 7-0 to capture the girls Under-14 championships. Congratulations to those young ladies. Now we'll move on to the boys' side. The boys Under-14 final was an all-Saskatchewan affair. The Warman Panthers in black, nice catch by the way, taking on the Prince Albert Astros. The Astros were the team to beat, having dominated the tournament, and the final, no exception. 16-5 was the score. PA went undefeated and had a total of 93 runs for in 7 games. Yes, you heard that, 93 runs for in just 7 games. Congratulations to the Astros as well. He stands over 6 feet tall. She's a little more than 4 feet. He has won various medals in his sport, and she's just starting to. Despite these differences, these two individuals share one common thread.
Michaela Martin is like any other 13-year-old playing the sport she loves. And doing it well. But wherever she goes, it's not her softball talents that get noticed.
And they'll know me as Kevin Martin's daughter and not Michaela.
A chance for the Old Bear. They got the double, got them both. Yes, they do.
Yes, that Kevin Martin.
I don't really worry about it much.
Around the ball diamonds, I think with most of the kids, I'm Michaela's dad. Yeah, it's not Kevin's daughter, it's Michaela's dad because she's, over the last few years, made a lot of friends all over the place.
This weekend, Michaela was picked by the Lloydminster Blues for the under-14 Western Canadians. Much like her father, the Old Bear, this young cub is also known for her competitive nature.
I'm probably one of the most competitive people you will meet.
And that comes from your dad, right? Is that something that is safe to say?
Probably. My mom's not very competitive, so it's probably just my dad.
Well, we better not say that. The Shauna's Becker side and Fox side are pretty big into sports too. But yeah, she's a very competitive person, that's for sure. And she does well at ball. She really enjoys it, and she does well at it. So, you know what? We'll travel around and watch her play.
My family is revolves around ball pretty much. They all love ball, so that's pretty much all we talk about.
Michaela says she would like to keep moving up the ranks, holding out hope that softball returns to the grand stage.
Hopefully it'll get back into the Olympics and then maybe one day end up there.
In the meantime, she'll be trying to help the Lloydminster Blues finish the tournament strong.
All right, they might be kids facing other kids twice their size with stronger arms, but it was a chance of a lifetime for a pair of Irma ball players. Reed Mackay and Jagger Furcus are, yes, 10 years old, playing in the under-14 tournament. Now, the team had a few spots available, and the two were brought on, and they also had some playing time. Will this be a valuable experience for you?
Yes, it will.
How come?
Because I might not ever get to play in Westerns again. And no other 10-year-old has played in Westerns.
Give me an example of what they've taught you so far this weekend.
Because I'm not used to these fast pictures, they tell me that you have to be patient. That's it.
And have you learned to be patient a little bit?
Yes.
They went up to bat against some pretty big kids. If you look out in the diamond, some of the kids are taller than me, and they're half my size, and they're out there doing good. They're loving it.
Pretty impressive. 14-year-old kids or 10-year-old kids playing with kids around 14 years old. Well, good luck to them in the future and their ball athletic sports achievements. That's all the time we have in sports. We'll have more Newcap news and weather for you coming up.